This is my stronger core and flatter tummy sequence, part 1. This is just a 10-minute sequence to really wake up the tummy muscles so that you can strengthen your core from the inside out and also your pelvic floor to effectively flatten your tummy muscles. The first exercise we're going to do is the front thigh stretch. So we'll lie on our side, take hold of the foot here, just resting on your forearm. Make sure your elbow's in line with your shoulder and bring the leg back to feel a really good stretch in the front thigh, because we don't want the front thigh muscles to kick in or the hips to kick in on the tummy exercises. Bring the leg forward, take that back again, a good stretch, holding this for 5 seconds, bring it forward and again. These muscles get really quite tight, especially if you've done a lot of squats or lunges in the past. We can create muscular imbalances by repeating one particular move too much. So it's going to stretch these muscles out first of all. So you're taking your leg back, resting on your forearm here to ease tension in the front of the thighs. We're then coming up into the hip flexor stretch with a side bend, coming onto our knees, stepping forward with the right leg. You'll reach up to the ceiling, fingertips to ceiling, push your knee towards your toe and reach over into a side bend, stretching the hip flexor, coming back and repeating up to the ceiling and over in a lovely side bend and back. Inhale up, exhale over, inhale back. Up and over. Remember, the hip flexor stretch here is really important. We want those hips to release before we do the stomach exercises. And back and change over, stepping forward with the left foot, reaching up and coming into the side bend, feeling the stretch in the hip flexor by pushing the knee forward and back. You may find you feel a little unstable in this move, particularly at this point when your pelvis is still unstable following the pregnancy. So I find that having this arm resting on the front of the thigh can really help with your balance. One time, reaching up and over to really lengthen through the side of the waist. And back. And now we're going to come down onto the floor with our feet flat and our knees bent. Knees are about hip width apart and so are the feet. We're going to do pelvic tilts, and this is all about getting our spine into a neutral position, first of all, and then tilting the pelvis. So place your hands just here on the top of the pelvis. You want your pelvis to be lying flat with your pubic bone. So you want to just adjust depending on the curve that you have in your lower back, and everybody is slightly different. Adjust your pelvis so that you can feel your pelvis flat in line with the pubic bone. The lower back will be fairly flat, but you will have a natural little arch in your lower back here. But you don't want your pelvis to be higher than your pubic bone or the other way, where you've clenched your bottom and your pelvis is down and your pubic bone is higher. So nice neutral position. And then with the hands on the pelvis here, fingers on the pelvis and the thumbs just tucked under, we'll tilt the pelvis up so the pubic bone is down, and then in the opposite direction so that your tailbone rolls down and up, and then we're going back. You're just inhaling and exhaling, just warming up the lower spine here. And this really helps also with pelvic stability, getting the pelvis stable again following the pregnancy. Remember, the joints are quite susceptible still from the hormonal changes that occurred during pregnancy, and also the adaptations that your body made to carry all that weight out in front of you when you were carrying your baby out in front. So just really rolling that pelvis, tilting it up and then back. Okay, it really helps with lower back pain too, this one. And then release. So the next exercise that we're going to do is the leg slide. Lying on the floor with the knees bent, feet flat to the floor and the arms by your sides. We're going to flex or lift the toe of the right foot up, and we're going to take the left arm over the head. Exhale, draw your belly button down to your spine, extend the leg away from you, and then inhale, bring it back. Place one hand on the tummy, exhale, really draw the navel down towards the spine underneath, and then inhale back. This is actually all about your core moving your arms and your legs, as opposed to your legs just moving. So be really mindful of the fact that you want to create some tension here, a fairly soft tension, so that you're not lifting your ribs. And you're taking your arm over and coordinating that arm with the leg, taking the heel away. 2 more. Really connecting to the lower part of the tummy. And then we switch sides. Exhale, inhale. Arm goes over the head. Flex the foot and imagine you're pushing your heel away, so you drive the movement through the heel of the foot. And you exhale as you extend the arm overhead and extend the leg away from you. 1 more. And we switch sides. We'll do 1 more set with the left arm going overhead and the right leg extending away. Remember, you really must be mindful of the tummy muscles here and really engage, drawing that belly button down on the exhale. And switch over. Exhale, inhale. Keep that spine in a neutral position, so avoid arching your back. Really flex the foot away. 2 more. 1 more. And release. Excellent. Now we're going to do the lying side to side. So this is going to wake up the side of the waist. Place your left hand behind the back of your head and your right arm by your side. Just lift the head slightly, but make sure you let your head fall into the back of your hand, so the head feels quite heavy. And then with your arm just lifted off the floor, take your feet shoulder width apart and your knees, and then reach for your foot. Exhale, inhale, come back. The same side, exhale, inhale. So you're doing a side bend, lying, and you're waking up the side of the waist. Just make sure that you keep your head relaxed back into the back of your hand and your elbow out to the side. Exhale, inhale. Nice movement for the waist, drawing down that belly button as you take your hand down towards your foot. 1 more. And then just rest. Switch your hands. And then turn your palm up of your left hand. Lift your head slightly. Let your head fall back into your hand and reach the hand around towards the foot. It's waking up the side of the waist. Gently. It's connecting to those muscles again. If you had a C-section, this is completely safe for you too, as in all the exercises in this sequence are safe for C-section. 2 more. 1 more. We're going to switch and do 1 more set on each side. Remember, breathing is so important, the breathing and activating the belly button. So as you exhale, your belly button comes down towards your spine. Inhale, and it's relaxed. It's important also that your muscles aren't tense all the time, and that you learn also to relax them. So when you inhale, come back, you're relaxing the stomach muscle or the belly button. 2 more. 1 more. And release. This next one is the leg march. We take our arms down by our sides, knees together, thighs together, feet flat on the floor. You bring your right knee towards your chest, give it a hug, take it back down. Exhale as you bring each knee alternating towards your chest. Exhale and then inhale. Waking up the tummy muscles again. The leg march. You want to feel it all across here. Again, a great one, perfect to really get connected again with the deep innermost stomach muscles, and that's the one that we're concerned with after pregnancy. That's the one that we have to get stronger again in order to effectively flatten your tummy. And release. Rolling over onto one side to keep it safe and push your body up off the floor. So that was part 1 of the Stronger Core and Flatter Tummy sequence. Just 10 minutes is all you need to really wake up those muscles.